Today's streams I named comment to support, as I'd really appreciate if some of you who come across this stream could, if in case you played Metal Gear Solid 2 and you know what to do, you can just give me some advice in the comments. And I'm going to load the game. Yesterday I actually managed to progress to I just passed those Semtex beams, and I'm in the other half of the boat. I have no tranquilizer bullets, so I'll have to be careful, but probably I'll just take it straight forward and I'll be killing them. I'm not sure yet. I missed the box. Or should I take it more as a proper stealth mission and try not to do too much noise? I don't know. Because obviously that's a stealth game. And I think this is where I came from. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go definitely back. I think so. I think, yeah. So let's go. Yeah, that's the way. Or hold on, I'm not sure if I'm not going back now. I'm getting confused. I know these doors here are being locked. Yeah, but I found the pizza. I called the rations pizza. And yeah, this is where I need to go. This is where I'm gonna have to fight the guards, so never mind, I'll just keep shooting them. Okay, I think I could shoot possibly somewhere in those pipes or somewhere. Yeah. Oh no. No grenades. Okay, I've got second one. No, another grenade, so I'll... My god. Okay, I think I've got him. Oh my god, no grenades. Too many grenades coming at me, and I'm struggling with the bullets. Okay, at least I've got a ration. And I've got them, I nearly got them. Come on. Come on.
goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the...
So we're gonna meet with Ocelot again.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Okay, sounds like interesting
At the
stealth
moment,
mission.
every industrialized nation...
Before I start, because the timer's there, I'm going to save.
Time to save?
Yes.
The Chinese...
Nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Okay, as far I'm pretty safe here.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
I think
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers.
I'm not sure if I should go on the ladder.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
Oh my god. Okay, mission's over.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
I'm not sure if I'm going
At the moment,
up the
every
ladder,
industrialized nation on the globe knows the
or
specifications for Metal Gear.
maybe there's a
Worse
door
yet,
I've
so do a
seen.
number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
Yeah, there's the okay, the doors. I think I'll go upstairs because there's doors everywhere.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure.
Oh no. Okay.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Okay,
This
so
weapon
that's
will
not the
render
way.
all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Okay,
Not to mention interference from a major player.
so
But
that's
this
hole number
project is
2.
vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid
Keeps
project.
changing.
But I promise you that they will not succeed. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Okay.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting...
Ah. Okay.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
Okay, I see the doors.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father... You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The third state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result.
And it seems like I'm gonna see the new Metal Gear. So I'm gonna have to check the pictures.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex.
So
It can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
oh no.
Lieutenant,
Okay, I went straight to the podium.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected.
Maybe I can make a
its
first
landing on
picture,
any
I don't know.
shoreline.
Good.
Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution
Okay.
System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Good.
So he said like 3 pictures
Must be
from
tense. Let's do a
the
little
front,
stretching, shall we?
left front, right front, and the middle.
Right.
So I think
Left.
this is going to be the last picture I need from the front, and then I'm gonna have to approach it somehow. and take the
Right.
very last picture from the close.
Up. Getting back to the topic at hand. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing
Okay,
on
I've
any
got it. This is
shoreline.
the place to take that signage. So,
I seem to be repeating myself.
Good.
Chalk it up to old age.
and now I'll probably just call to double check.
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
Southeast of the area. Just in case, I'm not sure if I can zoom it.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning
Yes.
to target the ship.
Good.
Okay.
Intruder to the right!
How did they see me? No way.
Intruder in the back!
Okay, this is just
Intruder
training.
to the left! Intruder to the right!
This is scary.
Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
No. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to do
Snake,
the
you okay?
pictures again.
Snake!
But it seems like
Snake!
I'm gonna have to do the pictures again.
Metal Gear Ray is
Yes.
amphibious. Unlike
Okay.
the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater. Move in
Or
undetected
actually,
and make its landing
no.
on any shoreline.
Because they seems to be there.
It's
Definitely.
or joint tactical information.
I mean, no, I've got this picture, so I'll try leave it.
Identifies targets with unerring accuracy.
And now I
Takes them
just
out
need
with
to
massive fire.
find the...
It is the
I
ultimate.
think that's it. Yes. Loading. This is cool.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. And the next one is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next image is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Okay.
The next one's... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Get out of there now, so...
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
This is going to be interesting.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Okay, spaghetti cinema. I've got another trophy. I don't know for what, but I just got it.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Okay.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
Wow.
You know who I am.
Wow, it's liquid.
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Okay, so it's Ocelot being compromised somehow by the liquid.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Save, yes. I'll make it new one. Okay.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Demands.
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Okay, that's interesting. So one more time, I'll just... I don't even know how I save, because I don't have a attack on here. So let's see what's going on. Wow. Wow. And again, I have no weapons and nothing. And the front view is not so easy now, but I see this. I'm not going to use it yet. Wow. So
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
okay, I'm going to check some places first. Actually, you can go to the water. So I want to check everything, like...
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and...
Okay. I want to see if I can reach the bottom. No, doesn't seem like. Or yes? No, definitely no. So I'm going out. And now I'm going to check the ventilation shaft, because I want to see where is it going to bring me. Okay. It's almost like I'm wasting. Okay, I could possibly get there easier. Yeah, I get it now. That's where I took the ratio, but this is something maybe I could use. Maybe not at all. So, okay, so I'm gonna have to go back to the door. And let's do some action without weapon. These games is at some stages more movie than the game, because there is so many cinematic scenes, which I honestly am enjoying that. I like to watch. I like to get into the story of Metal Gear Solid.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Okay, so...
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters the required user...
Okay, I get that. So, just simple explanation why I cannot take any weapons of the enemies. And let's do the nodes computer work. Name entry. Okay, it's like, wow, it's weird mission or whatever. So let's go for always. Cool. Always. Cool. Okay. Now. Enter birthday. Wow. I mean. I'll leave it as it is. And nationality. No, I'll tell you what I'm gonna try. So. I'll just make up the number, which is tomorrow. Okay. Wow. So it's like new game or new missions or whatever, so full screen, blood, turn blood display on off. Okay, we can, okay. Quick change. Unequip, equip, yeah, this is what I want. Okay.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data.
Okay, so we can save. I don't know. What it is. Rose, wow.
What's up, Jack?
Jack and Rose, I mean, I'm getting confused here. I don't know what's going on. Now, okay, so we need to use new data.
Hang in there.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Oh no.
It's the Onion. I need help.
Okay, I screwed badly.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
I get it now. So
could he have survived?
Not a chance.
We play like a new character, and actually there is something gonna, because the snake
Colonel,
definitely
I'm on
is
the
alive.
roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
What was this? I mean, what is it? Okay, so the bird's poo makes you sleep, and it could actually help in the future. So So where am I going now?
Right, and look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button.
Okay, so nice.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command.
So, where are we? Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to save the game and I'm gonna have to end the stream now, and maybe I'll make another one as soon as I can.